On January 4th, 2012, a user on the 4chan website posted this image. The anonymous author, who went by the 4-digit pseudonym 3301, challenged users to uncover a message hidden within the image. Within minutes of the image being posted, someone discovered that by opening the file using a text editor, an appended string of readable text could be found. The string contained a code that, once solved, formed a link to yet another image. At first, this seemed like a situation where there was no way to move forward, but after use an application known as outguess, users were able to extract hidden information embedded within the first image. The extracted information directed to a subreddit, which then included information about a book. The book, along with a code, could then be used to reveal a phone number. When dialed, played this recorded message.
Very good. You have done well. There are 3 prime numbers associated with the original final .jpg image. 3301 is one of them. You will have to find the other 2. Multiply all 3 of these numbers together and add a .com on the end to find the next step. Good luck. Goodbye.
By the following day, the initial image had been reposed all over the internet. An interested group of people trying to solve the mystery tried to figure out this complicated puzzle, but what was the puzzle for? Who was behind it? What happens when you reach the end? Some quickly dismissed it as a tricky joke, while others believed its complexity showed it wasn't just the work of a prankster. Soon, rumors started spreading that this might be the work of a secret group or spy agency aiming to recruit people skilled in cryptography, steganography, or other high-intelligence fields. Of course, this was a rumor. The 2 missing numbers in the recording turned out to be the dimensions of the original image. By multiplying the width and height by 3301 and using the result as a web address, users were directed to a website. The site featured a countdown and an image of a cicada. When the countdown reached 0, the page was updated with a list of coordinates. The coordinates pointed to locations around the globe, 14 locations in 5 different countries. It was now up to people living near the given coordinates to leave their homes and go outside. At each location, there was a poster with the cicada symbol and a QR code.
On the bike shelter over here. See, I got it right there. Oh. You can see the corners, as you say, I just kind of ripped it off.
The codes linked to an image. The image contained a riddle, the riddle led to a book, and the book led to a website. However, the puzzle took an unexpected twist here. Only a small group of the first visitors to the website were allowed into the final stage. The site eventually shut down with the message, "We want the best, not the followers." The finalists were also warned not to collaborate with others, nor to share the details of this private stage of the puzzle. Well, it's clear that not everyone paid attention to that warning, but those who did probably made it through the final stages and reached the very end of the puzzle. After almost a month of no updates, an image showed up on the subreddit saying the puzzle had ended. Just like that, the search was over. Cicada had supposedly found the highly intelligent people they were looking for, and what happened to them is still unclear, but we'll talk about that soon. The fact that there was no explanation made many people think the puzzle was just a waste of time. The questions from the first image were still left unanswered. What was the point of the puzzle? Who created it? What happens when you finish it? But later, it became clear that this was only the start. Whoever was behind this complex game had planned ahead by including a verification code called a PGP signature with every clue. This allowed participants to confirm that an image or message was truly from Cicada and not from a fake account trying to mess up or take over the puzzle. Cicada had repeatedly warned about such fake paths and insisted that any message without a valid PGP signature should be ignored immediately. That's why this image, posted exactly a year and a day after the first one, caused such excitement. After a year of poor quality imitations, this image finally matched the official PGP signature. Cicada was back, and it was time for round 2. The second puzzle was quite similar to the first. The image included a message. The message pointed to a book. The book revealed a link, and the puzzle slowly unfolded step by step. At one point, a recording titled "The Instar Emergence" was discovered. Another clue led to a mysterious Twitter account, which then led to an image. The image turned out to be very important for solving the puzzle, but the use of this strange alphabet stayed a mystery for quite a while. Just like the first puzzle, the second puzzle moved into the real world when a list of coordinates encouraged participants to go out and search for more puzzling posters. This time, there were 8 locations across 4 different countries. But once again, the trail eventually went cold. Another small group of early solvers was allowed to join a private final stage of the puzzle. Unlike the first puzzle, the second one didn't end with an official message from Cicada. The trail simply stopped and Cicada disappeared again, leaving everyone without answers. Still, this wasn't the end. At the beginning of 2014, it was time for round 3. Once again, the image enclosed a message. The message led to a book. The book produced a link, and suffice it to say, it was more of the same. Except this time, the puzzle seemed to revolve around a strange book. The book was titled Liber Primus, meaning first book in Latin, and was apparently written by Cicada. The runic alphabet uncovered in 2013 finally made sense, as the book was primarily written in runes. Even so, the meaning of the translated pages was cryptic at best. The book contained various philosophical and ideological ideas, appearing to be a kind of manifesto. Many have since compared the strange writings to that of a cult. Nevertheless, the book also included numerous clues and codes. For example, one page advised participants to seek out a website on the deep web, but the site remains undiscovered. Another page led to a website containing yet another recording, this one titled Interconnectedness. However, a significant portion of the book has yet to be translated. The runic text on some of the pages appears to be obscured by layers of encryption that have yet to be cracked. Of the 74 pages featuring runes, only 19 have been successfully translated so far. More than a decade has passed now, with very little progress being made and almost no communication from Cicada, leaving participants with more questions than answers. Questions raised by the original image remain unanswered. What is the purpose of these puzzles? Who's behind them? What happens when you reach the end? When the first image showed up on 4chan in 2012, many thought Cicada 3301 was a game created by a company to promote a new product or service. For example, Microsoft made a big game in 2001 to promote the movie Artificial Intelligence, and a similar campaign was used for Halo 2. But the puzzles kept appearing, and there was no sign of making money from them, so this idea didn't seem right. At the end of the first puzzle, finalists reportedly got this email where Cicada described themselves as an international group that believes privacy is a basic right. Their goal was to find people who shared their beliefs to help create privacy-focused solutions. The email ends with 3 questions, though the PGP signature confirming its authenticity was removed by the leaker. If a version with a valid signature exists, I couldn't find it. Whether it's real or not, the first question is strange. Do you believe information should be free? If you say yes, the first line, "Do not share this information," doesn't make much sense. The idea of a secret group recruiting people through tough puzzles might sound strange, but it's not new. For example, in 2004, Google used mysterious billboards to find talented people. But what about the recruits? Why haven't we heard from them? Well, we have. It's just hard to tell who's a real winner and who's an imposter. In a 2015 interview with Rolling Stone, two alleged winners of the first puzzle shared their stories. After receiving an email from Cicada, they were sent to a forum on the dark web where they could chat with other recruits and Cicada members. They were told Cicada 3301 was started by a group of friends with shared views on security, privacy, and censorship. Their goal was to build software that aligned with these ideas. As more people joined, this secret society turned into a worldwide network. But without puzzles to keep them motivated, most recruits lost interest, and by the end of 2012, only one remained. A few months later, the site vanished. They never heard from Cicada again. One of the winners, Marcus Warner, later gave more details in a video by YouTuber Nox Populi. Nox Populi himself claims to have won the second puzzle. If you want a deeper look into these puzzles, Nox Populi has a lot of videos on his channel I recommend. Overall, I think a small group of privacy-focused cryptographers is the most likely explanation. Cicada's last public message was in April 2017, where they warned against false information. But the third puzzle's current status and the chance of a fourth puzzle? Well, do you think we'll get the fourth puzzle in the future? Let me know in the comment section, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel.